Hello, this is To Be Perfect. This is my first replay tutorial on Chronos. I'm going to try to find games that I've done well as to show you how to play certain heroes. So today I have Chronos. So I'm gonna be laning with Master of Arms as my friend. Now, Master of Arms, you think double carry? My friend likes to play him as a babysitter, and that's because he has a stun, he has a slow, he has a global ultimate for a shield. He's actually not a bad supporting hero. You can see us buying very fast and running to defend the runes, the creep spawn, and so buying very fast is really important because you want to take control. As you can see, if you buy fast enough, you can ward without any trouble. You're not going to get ganked, and it's very, very safe. I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead a little bit. So now, Voodoo Jester right here pulls a very good move. So us being up here guarding it, you can go through this path, and you can ward down here, and it's much safer than going through here. Starting items, pretty basic. You got the hatchet, you got the shield, some tangos for regeneration. I usually like scaling the time leap first, and you can see me time leap and start blocking. Not only does time leap slow, but it gets you in position so you can creep block, or I'm sorry, you can block the hero as your supporter can just auto attack. So it's a very good strategy. As far as item pickups go, I usually like to do Battle Fury is pretty standard. Oh, I'm sorry, the Rune Deck's pretty standard. It's great because you pick up your life tube first, so you get that regeneration in your lane. Just helps you farm. Chronos being the hard carry he is, you get that long game effect with the Rune Decks. You always want to pull. If you're carrying and you're top lane, you always want to pull. Now, I didn't know this was warded, but you know, it's always good to check. So you always try to stack first, and you stack first so you can deny your entire creep wave. So go ahead and skip through this a little bit. Try not to auto attack the neutrals, because you want to deny your creeps as much as possible. So just get the last hits, and if you have time, you can actually auto-deny your own creeps. Okay, so I level Time Leap first. I get Curse of Ages a second. And now you can see right here, you can hit creeps and it'll remove charges from your Curse of Ages. And you always want to get your charge down to 1 before you start fighting. Now you don't initiate with your time leap, and the reason is so that you can last hit, you can get in position for that last kill. For the kill steal, rather. So always let your babysitter blow all their spells first, and then right when they're about to die, you can use time leap, get in position, and get that final blow. So I'm gonna go skip ahead a few. So, I guess Voodoo Jester is out of position right here. Whenever you see him out of position, always good to jump on them. my life tube, got a sustainer. Okay. Cool thing about Chronos, he can start jungling at a pretty early level. So you see me stacking. You always want to stack neutrals whenever you can. So now you see I have 2 charges here. I hit the creep once. You always want that charge at 1. And again, you never initiate with your time leap. You want to go ahead and auto attack, use that charge, then you get stunned, and then you can time leap. So right there, see a perfect example of how that works. Let's get a few panels here. Alright. And right here, what you can do is you can use your hatchet to cut down this tree right here, and you can pull. You can both stack and pull your wave. So you pull at the 53-second timer or 54. It'll stack the camp and it'll pull, so you can deny your wave, and then later you can farm it. Right here what I'm doing is I'm tanking the creeps so that the creeps won't go into the tower, and the reason you do that is so that you can keep the wave on your side, so you have the position advantage. So you see Tundra doesn't want to go out all the way over here. Again, charge at 1. I got away from you there.
Massacre!
An important thing about playing carries is that you can't be a hero. You see me, you run the other way if you're going to die. You just have to count your losses sometimes. Magnus was ultimating, so you know I just had to walk the other way. Team relies on you getting that gold, so you can't be taking any unnecessary risks. You know, and sometimes your team will get mad at you. You know, well, why didn't you help me? You just gotta ignore them sometimes. Playing the carry. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip a few panels here. Pick up my steam boots. And you can see me doing a static farm. So I'm both denying and getting last hits, keeping the wave on my side of the lane. So it's very safe way to farm. You know, you got the wards here. So you're not pushing out too much. So right here was a pretty big mistake, and so you see me teleport middle and die. Kind of like what I was saying earlier, don't be a hero. I lose a tremendous amount of gold, not only from dying, but, you know, not farming the static lane I was in. And so sometimes, you know, you just kind of gotta let your allies die. The only time you should be teleporting is when you're guaranteed to get a kill. That's about it, and you're guaranteed not to die. So if that's not the case, you probably shouldn't be teleporting. So that was a mistake I made right there. So you always want to switch your scheme boots to agility when farming creeps. Just makes it a little bit easier. And I usually don't level up rewind, depending on how well I'm doing. If you're doing extremely well, I usually just start maxing out the curse. If you're falling a little bit behind, you can start doing rewind for that defensive purpose, but since I'm just farming neutrals, I'm maxing out that curse. You always want to keep your eye on the timer, so you can stack whenever you can. Sometimes, if you're fast enough, that works. I just missed it by a hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip a panel. Triple stacks are kind of hard. You normally don't want to do it unless you have your rune decks.
Massacre!
So here's a nice gank. You can use Time Leap if, you know, you're out of position, if you want to get the element of surprise. Rampage is a great hero for ganking. Ridiculous amount of stun. So I'm gonna skip a few. Teleporting bottom. Yeah, tree's an amazing cushion. So when you ultimate, you want to get... It's very hard to ultimate. You want to keep your towers, your allies outside of it, and you want to make sure you try to get as many enemies inside. So you want to prioritize getting your allies outside of it, though, because that can really mess them up sometimes. Just misses the kill. Oh, you see me getting an iron shield? That's optional, depending on how much action there is early game. Great early game item. But if your team is a little bit more passive, then you don't really have to upgrade that. Do some ancients here. So only level 9, but still able to take these out. Again, using the agility. Always utilize this observatory right here. You can get potions, wards, mana potions, so it's great if you're just walking by, need some health, need some mana. And when you're farming in the lane, you want to switch to strength, you know, just in case you get those ganks. Here's tree being tree.
The Legion have destroyed
See,
a Hellborn
you want to get them
tower.
inside. Now, Rampage ran in, so that was kind of pissed. Got them on the edges. You want to get all the enemies on the edges if you can. Unfortunately, Magnus came from behind. A nice tree save. Christmas juking. And fails. So, that should be the end of that team fight. So, teleporting up top. You always want to teleport where the farm is. Got some dust. Now, don't be afraid to buy dust as a carry if you can get a kill. Same with buying wards. I mean, if your team isn't buying you wards or buying you dust or whatever, buy yourself, you know. It's not that expensive, and the benefits outweigh the cost greatly. So I'll skip a few panels here. So again, don't really want to take that triple stack yet. Stack another camp, smaller ones. Oh, unfortunately. Alright. Yeah, unfortunately, they steal it. That's the risky thing about stacking this one here. Very accessible to the Legion side. So a good way to make sure they don't steal it, you can put a ward actually on this cliff right here. Right here. And it's able to see all this and all this side. Ballsy. Probably shouldn't have done that, but
The Legion have destroyed a Hellborn tower.
I think I got my... yes. Got the ring cleaver here. So now you can start taking some neutrals extremely well. Great cut right here. You can cut the tree right here, so it's easy access from here to over here. Also, if you kill them far enough out, you can make sure the corpses don't stay in here. So again, always make sure you're keeping aware of the timer. I think I was standing a little bit too close. Didn't respawn there, but you can see this respawn. I killed them right at the edge of these trees, and this neutral was able to spawn again. So you always want to bounce in between neutrals and the creep wave. If the creep wave is pushed, go ahead and do that first. Because, you know, if I kill the neutrals, oh, I'm sorry, it's more beneficial to go to the lane first, because I can go to the lane and then paying attention to the timer. If I would have been able to stack this, but probably a little tired that way. So, see them jumping allies right here. Again, not teleporting, not my priority. Instead, I can get a tower. That would, you know, benefit my team more, me getting this tower, rather than, you know, potentially dying by teleporting.
The Hellborn have destroyed
Never
a Legion
concede.
tower.
That's just kind of my rule. You know, you got your racks up, don't concede. Oh, it's actually not playing hard carry. kind of miss magmas are here, but again, you want to get everyone on the edge.
The Legion have destroyed a Hellborn tower.
So not too crazy. Don't get too crazy. Don't be the hero. Just kind of sit back, wait for your opportunities. Guarantee those kills. Guarantee your safety. So let's see. Next, I'm building a BKB. I'm sorry, Shrunken Head. Sorry for my Dota terminology. And because they have, you know, the stun locks, they have the Voodoo Jester, Cursed Ground, a lot of magic damage. Got your Magmus Eruptions, mostly for the root, but Shrunken Head's a must pick up for just about every kill. But you usually want to get your damage item first, because you want your farming potential. And now, you see me pull them back. And that is because corpses last for, I think, 20 seconds, so you want to make sure there's no corpses in the camp, so that it'll respawn. So, if you're going to kill a creep, then always make sure it's before the 40-second mark. If it's after the 40-second mark, you can actually pull them out of the spawn, and it'll spawn again. So again, bouncing between the neutrals, the wave. Always make sure you have a teleport. Not just for, you know, saving an ally. It's also great for escaping. You can time leap into some trees, teleport away very safely. So a great strategy is you can push a lane as they are pushing you. As long as they don't commit, you can keep pushing, but as you can see, they're committing pretty hard, so teleport back in here. So you see them clumping up on the ramp. You always want to aim for ramp areas, because they're able to channel, or I'm sorry, funnel in your opponents. So always wait for them to go on ramps. So like areas like here, you know, just areas where they have to clump up. So I'm going to take a look at that one more time. Slow motion. So you see tree initiates right here. Thank goodness, stay far back. You know, there's no reason for you to stay in the front lines. I keep all my allies on the outside, even the tower. And that's why they are able to all go down very easily. So now, keep farming. Got an easy push. You always want to try to push after you know, win a big team fight like that. So able to get this tower down.
The Hellborn have destroyed a Legion tower.
So going back to neutrals. Always, again, I'm picking up dust myself, just so I can use it on tree. And don't be afraid to blow your ultimate. You know, if you can get a kill, I say go for it. You know.
Ultimate warrior, knockdown.
Not only does it give you, you know, that gold, but now they can't push because tree's dead. So, use it on important heroes. If it's a support hero like Glaciers or something, probably shouldn't use it, but, you know, big hero like Tree, Pusher, it's a good idea to just let it rip. So Tree's down, they really have no reason to push. farm. Always farm. Never go ganking, you know. I could be down here ganking, but you always want to be farming. So Rampage has a nice pick right here. You always want to use your BKB early, you know. If you use your BKB too late, you always get that. You always might get stomach here. So leaving allies on the outside, capturing them on the inside.
Massacre!
Here. So, you see me get Curse Crown. I immediately leave. That damage stacks up way too high. Don't want to take any unnecessary risks. So you see my third item pickup. It's an Elder Parasite. I love this item for Chronos, just because you can get that speed boost, so you can, you know, perma-stun some people. Great lifesteal. Great with the Shrunken Head, so. I'm not sure if I do. So let's find out. See, now once you get your curse or your Elder Parasite, you can start soloing some support units. Now you see me. Now I have Curse Ground, so that's why I activate my Shrunken Head. And don't be afraid to use your ultimate to run away like that too. The Shrunken Head does not remove the Curse Crown, but it does prevent the damage. So you want to time it so that you're going to prevent the second and third tick of it. So you always want to aim whatever is easiest. Maybe aiming the Shaman down, easy kill. You know, I should not be focusing, you know, on Magnus or Tundra. They have just way too much life, way too much escape. That's why I focus the Diminished Shaman first.
Savage sick! The Hellborn have destroyed a Legion tower.
There's a great ultimate, you know, keeping my allies on the outside, getting them on the inside. Always activate your Elder Parasite. Right.
Attack. Nemesis. Massacre.
See me, you can disjoint things, such as cast. You see him throw the cask out, you can disjoint it. Prevent that stun.
Avoid a Legion tower. Quad kill. Nemesis.
And that's about it, so thanks for watching. And hopefully your next Chronos game will go a little bit better. Alright, this is
Defeat. The Legion barracks has been destroyed.